What's going on, everyone? So, the Los Angeles Lakers played their second preseason game against the Phoenix Suns, and it was also the first look at the full starting five, and you gotta love what you saw. This was fantastic, particularly from LeBron James and Anthony Davis. I mean, they were spectacular. In 16 minutes of action, 19 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 8 of 12 from the floor, 2 of 3 from 3, 1 of 1 from the foul line, 2 blocks. Was a +9. Anthony Davis in 18 minutes, 17 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 7 of 10 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3, 2 of 4 from the foul line, 1 steal, and a +15. This is what you want to see from LeBron and AD, right? Just kind of getting some run in, getting some burn in, nothing too crazy. The offense was spectacular. I mean, the Lakers slice and dice Phoenix, got everything they wanted with the starters. Phoenix had no chance. Now, how much of it is just Phoenix is very bad offensively or defensively? That is definitely something questionable. I really want to see, like, what does this look like opening night against a team like the Minnesota Timberwolves, who are the best defense in the league last year, are probably going to be very good, maybe even the best again this year. How does the Lakers offense stack up against something like that with LeBron and AD? But you saw how efficient, how effective the offense was with that with the starting unit, right? It opened things up for Austin Reeves, who again continues to struggle from 3-point range, which is frustrating, but continue to be patient. D'Angelo Russell, you saw him and how he was able to kind of open things up. Rui Hachimura, those three guys were much more efficient with LeBron and Anthony Davis. You saw kind of just the looks that they were getting, the pressure that it takes off of LeBron and Anthony Davis, because they're not responsible for as much, right? They don't have to work as hard. They don't have to, handle all the workload, and defenses can't lock in on them the way that they could when everyone's just standing around all game, right? And again, when you're talking preseason, I don't really care so much about the wins and losses. I don't care so much about, like, what is the final scoreboard, especially in the fourth quarters and stuff where you're running all of your G League guys and stuff. Right? I care about how does it look when you have your key guys in the game. Are you building the good habits? Are you establishing the core foundation that you want? Is the things that you're working on in practice being implemented into the games? And are you seeing growth and improvement game in and game out, right? Again, fourth quarter, Lakers, going into halftime, Lakers were dominating, and that's when their starters were playing, right? The first half. Going into the fourth quarter, and they're running, Jalen Hood-Schifino, Cam Reddish, who else was it? It was like Bronny James and Jackson Hayes. Like, when you're running like these random lineups and you're just trying to get through the game at that point, right? Again, like, that's not really what I'm focused on. No, wins are great. Losses still suck. I still want to see the Lakers win and handle business every game. I wish that they would have won the game against Minnesota. But again, I care about, like, what are the main guys doing? Are we building good defensive habits? Are we building good offensive habits? Are guys doing what they need to do on the basketball court? Right? Are we actually running the offense the way that we're supposed to run it? Right? Like J.J. Redick said at the end, in a press conference, I think it was the day after the game. He talked about how our switching 1 through 4. We only did like 10% of it. Like, guys weren't really doing what they were supposed to do the way that they were supposed to do it. We talked about it, worked on it, and we're working it out, right? Okay, well, again, you want to see the improvements. It was better early on in the game. You did see those adjustments. You did see those changes. You saw the impact, again, especially early on. Lakers, every time Phoenix went on a run and made a push, boom, Lakers were able to get back into it, right? You want to see those differences. I loved what we saw from LeBron James. I loved what we saw from Anthony Davis. You know what you're getting from them. You don't have to stress or worry about, is LeBron and AD going to show up tonight? They're going to show up tonight. You know that they're going to show up game in and game out. Well, they have a bad game here and there, of course, everyone does. But they're going to throw you on your back. But are you going to be dead weight, or are you going to help them make it as easy as possible to carry you where you need to go? All right, we need these other guys to really pick it up. We need these other guys to really step it up. We need these other guys to buy in, fall in, play defense, lock down, work hard, right? Dalton Connect and Max Christie, they had their struggles this game compared to the previous game, which you expect. And again, like I said, I'm okay with that. But what else are you doing? What else are you providing? Right? Like Dalton Connect, you see, get a couple rebounds, defend, get a couple assists, right? Max Christie, same thing, grab a couple rebounds, get a steal, get a couple assists, right? Like, are you impacting the game outside of scoring and shooting the basketball? Because, we know Dalton Connect can shoot the basketball. We know he can score the basketball. But what about those games where you have your struggles? What about those games where you can't buy a bucket? What about those games when you're not doing? Are you able to hold your own on the defense side? Or are you just getting torched every possession? Right? We need to see the continued growth and progress of those guys. Right? Anthony Davis. I love what we're seeing from Anthony Davis. I love how easy things were for him. I mean, the first play for Anthony Davis was a lob for a dunk. Right? It doesn't get any easier than that. I love seeing those kinds of the offensive actions that we're creating. That's just going to open up so much for Anthony Davis, right? His ability to make plays out of the post, his ability to be decisive. Right? You saw him knock down a three. Right? You saw him be able to work and get whatever he wanted whenever he wanted to get it. Right? But also, again, making it easy. When you have guys just standing in the corner all game, you're bailing out the defense. The defense knows what is going to happen, and they don't have to adjust. They don't have to do anything, right? And they can now help on Anthony Davis. But if guys are constantly moving and you can't stay stagnant too long, and now Anthony Davis gets the ball in the post, and that help defender now comes to help, somebody's wide open, and they're probably cut into the basket, or they're wide open for a three, and now you get the kick out, now you get a good offensive look, right? Those are the kind of things. That's the stuff you need to see. You need to make things as easy as possible for LeBron and Anthony Davis. Take pressure off of these guys. LeBron was much more active, much more engaged on the defense side. Now, how much of that was he knew he was only going to play 15 minutes this game? Or how much was it that, because you made things easier for him on the offensive side, and he was able to be so efficient, he was able to read the floor and stuff, right? And same thing with Anthony Davis, that it allowed them to be more impactful and more engaged defensively. All right, LeBron is probably going to benefit from this offense because of his playmaking. Anthony Davis is going to benefit more for his offense of capabilities and what he's going to be able to do from the offensive standpoint. I can see his offensive production really taking a spike. But LeBron and his ability to just, you have all this movement, you have all this action, and his ability to just kind of put the ball on the floor to go get a cutter or hit a cutter or kick it out to a shooter that just got open. It's just, there's so much versatility. But we also, again, we need the other guys. And you saw Max Christie, to his credit, towards the end of this game really start to heat up. He was 0 of 5 from 3 or something like that. And then in the fourth quarter, knocked down a couple threes, really kind of got, the game was, you kind of teetering back, what's going to happen here? And then all of a sudden you see Max Christie start hitting some shots, kind of bring us in. But again, you need to kind of see the consistency from the young guys. What do you do? Bronny James, he's not going to play very much, if at all. Dalton Connect, guys like that. But Gabe Vincent, right? What did Gabe Vincent get you? Well, in 11 minutes, he got you 6 points, 2 of 4 from the floor, 1 of 2 from 3, 1 rebound, 1 assist, and, just playing hard-nosed defense, was just getting after it on the defense side. One thing I do love about Max Christie also was that he was applying pressure the full length of the court. I love seeing that as well. That's something else that I really wanted to point out. But, defensively, how are you holding up? What are other guys doing? Jackson Hayes, what are you doing out there? 21 minutes, gave you 5 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 blocks, and a steal. Right? It's the little things. It's finding the ways to be impactful. It's finding the ways to really kind of make right with this game. But I'm excited. I love what we saw. Again, keep taking game after game after game. I don't care so much about wins and losses. I care about what are we doing on the basketball court. What are our key guys doing night in and out? Are we improving? Are we doing better? Are we making strides? Those kind of things. Right? Wins and losses, preseason is preseason, right? Whether we win by 40, lose by 40, let cooler heads prevail, right? Especially when you put things in perspective. If our starters are playing the whole game, right? Like, and you lose by 40, that it's like, oh yeah, like that's not good. But, given the circumstances, I'm very excited from what we're seeing so far. 2 preseason games, still got some more to go. So let's continue to kind of unpack this. But how do you feel? Whatever your thoughts are, I'd love to hear it. Let me know down in the comments below. What do you think? How do you feel with your thoughts? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? What do you think of this game? Do you like this game? Do you not? Again, however you feel, whatever your thoughts are, let me know down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me out. Lets me enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one.